shit's lagging.
Yeah, my shit's
It
lagging
is?
a little bit.
Fucking Zoom. You want to bug out right now?
No, it's probably because of the storm. Because there's a pretty bad thunderstorm going on.
The storm. Boo. So if we lag out, it's because of the storm. Blame the storm.
Don't blame
Fucking
us.
storm. Yeah,
No,
don't
blame
us.
Mark and then the storm.
Yeah, no, blame Eunice, then Mark, then the storm.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So now my fault. We could inversion. We gonna talk about Army of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder. Man, what a year this dude is having. This dude released the Snyder Cut, said, boom, here you go, HBO Max, and then boom, here you go, Netflix. What's up? Talk to
Next
me.
thing you know, his next film was on Amazon. And then
Exactly,
Hulu.
on Hulu, yeah.
He's collecting all the Infinity Stones of streaming service. Coming soon on Paramount Plus.
Disney
X is
Plus
like Peacock.
introducing a
Peacock,
children's movie
right,
directed
like-
by Zack Snyder.
Yo, I was talking to Ariel. Did y'all ever watch that Borat movie? I mean, Borat. Mr. Bean film where he goes to France. And
I don't watch any of them.
Yo, so there's a scene.
Yo, don't ruin, don't. Yo.
All right, my fault. Y'all should, first of all,
We gotta
y'all
show
should
them.
watch it. Mr. Bean. Oh, we'll just show
Yeah.
you. We can just show you the thing then. But
Yeah.
if y'all watch Mr. Bean, y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit was hilarious. And it just reminded me of Zach, like OD. But yeah, yo, this film will always have a little place in my heart forever now because it was the first film I saw back in theaters since, the pandemic. So I was super stoked to be in a theater. Like that shit was just great. Brian got up and left again. It was a little lag leaving, but he left.
He's back.
And now he's back. What do you think he went to go do? You think it was like towards something I said? Brian, was it something I said? Or you just like had to like go fart or something?
I turn off the AC.
Oh,
Oh, it's
it
getting
was
too
it was
cold.
neither of the options that I said.
It's like bricky out here.
But
Stop making assumptions.
my fault.
The fuck?
But yeah, it was the first film I saw back in theaters. It was nice to be seated in a movie theater. It was nice to have buttered popcorn like from a movie theater. I like it. It's so crazy to me that even something as small as going to the movie theater can have such an impact on you. Like, I was genuinely excited. I was like, wow, I'm like sitting in a theater right now.
Yeah.
Because especially when you know, what we talk about, what we discuss, that's all we talk about is films and TV. So the fact to actually be sitting in one, it did bring, a good heartwarming feeling. So that was, truly incredible. So regardless of how I
you
felt.
also met Zack Snyder.
I know. You like really glossing over the real reason.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's the real reason. But oh no, I didn't get to talk about this yet. I thought we talked about it last pod, but we had Terrence Ross on the podcast. Flex, go watch it. But
Yo, Ariel, by the way, I wish you were there for that one.
I know I keep telling
Yeah,
you.
me too. You
Bro,
guys
you
were
went
geeking
crazy.
out. I was geeking out watching you guys. I'm like, wow. Like,
Yeah,
he's-
he was
You
great.
would have loved
Yo, he's
him,
probably
bro.
editing that like, funny joke. Real funny. Fuck.
Nah, I had a good time with that. You guys
glad.
really smoked that.
Yeah, thanks again for to T Ross or what
No,
T.
don't
Raw.
say it. Don't
No,
say it.
I'm not
Ah.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but then I hesitated. But shout out to him for coming on. We'll definitely have him back again, and whenever he has a game in New York, maybe he could stop by the studio. That would be pretty
Lit,
dope.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so basically that experience, and hold on, let me make sure my phone is still running.
Why would it be running?
What happened?
I'm keeping that in there.
Y'all talking shit?
No, I'm gonna make you. I'll just make a cool edit to that. Don't worry.
Oh, lit. So what's it called? So yeah, he came out after moderator Grace Randolph. So if y'all remember from not the Terrence Ross podcast, but the one prior to it, right, where we were talking about J. Cole's album, I had said my plan, right, my structured plan of how I was gonna,
Right.
Answer the question.
Yeah,
Oh, ask
I was
it. Yeah,
like-
yeah.
I
Ask
was
a
like,
question.
I was like, bet, yo. Once the movie ended, I was like, say less. It's about to go down, Kevin Hart style. I was like, yo. I was waiting for him to show up. So everything's quiet, right? The credits are playing. They bring out 3 chairs. So it's 2, right, on the left side of the podium, and then there's 1 on the right side for the moderator, right? Who is the moderator? Of course, Grace Randolph. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. That's the exact same noise that came to my mind. So I was like, well, that's exactly what came to my mind too.
Well.
But then, so then Eunice and I, we hear him like in the hallway, like Zach's just talking in the hallway. We're like, oh, say less. He's about to come out. So then he comes out, like him and his wife, Grace, obviously everyone, starts applauding, this and that. And it was a Q&A. Everyone just starts bowing. Everyone's like,
Starts like praying.
yeah. Everyone just starts holding hands and like gets in a circle.
They're like the witches in Justice League during the dark side thing.
It's like a seance.
It's the unity. It's the unity.
And then Grace just like vanishes.
Oh my God.
Jesus. But
I didn't say where. I'm just saying.
I didn't say where.
Just not.
You didn't say
just not
Grace
in the theater.
guys.
Right. She just goes back to her place. That's it. The fuck?
She went home.
She went home. But Zach had like a security guard. Motherfucker was built, bro. Like he was in a suit. Yo, he was suited and booted. My son had a blazer, nice tie. Like you could tell like that he was ox just from like the suit. It was just one of those fitted suits.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, like this motherfucker will throw anybody out of here. Like launch them. Like
He looked like the dude from Lilo and Stitch.
like Uncle Phil throwing out fucking
Jazz.
But
like Kingpin from the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Remember when he stepped out the escalator, dude?
I always think about that. I was like, dude, you weren't just in there.
Fat.
You weren't just in there.
You did not fit in there. Stop lying.
Yeah.
But so then basically it was a Q&A, but it was just Grace asking him questions. Like it wasn't questions for the audience to ask him.
Oh my God.
Which was kind of buns. Like I was hoping like we would able like I had everything planned out, right? I was gonna congratulate him and his wife, on their accomplishments this year, like us as fans being, happy about it. And then I was gonna hit them with the invite to the pod, of course, obviously inviting them. And then I'll hit them with my question, which is like, y'all two working together, y'all been doing it for a while. Like what sort of things
I'll be right back.
All right. What sort of things, like when you're, stumping Zach, does she come in and help you with it since she produced on all your films, right? Boom, question, plan the fuck out. And then Grace's like, okay, guys, all the time we have, and then you could go outside, and Zach will be doing autographs and taking pictures. What happened? Oh, okay, so then we all go out to the area, and damn, I guess Brian would just have to listen to it over. I'm not telling the story.
Yeah.
So he goes outside, he's signing autographs, he's taking pictures, and then there's like these booklets because the theater, right, the Paris theater is operated by Netflix. So there's like this Netflix booklet, and it's like the cover is a black and white Malcolm and Marie. So first of all, we took one of them shits because them shits is dope as fuck. I'll show you when y'all here. So, but Kayla actually got it so that he could autograph it because we didn't have anything to autograph. He autographed Eunice's shirt. Eunice was wearing that shirt that Barry Allen was wearing. I forgot the name of the thing. Obviously Eunice will know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So he signed that, and then I was like, I literally told him, I was like, yo, I don't want like. He's like, all I really want, Zach, is for you to come on our podcast. And then I showed him our Vero account, and then he's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, post up the picture, and like, I'll make sure to follow. And then RIP to us. He hasn't followed yet, but it's okay.
I thought this was gonna lead to like a happy ending.
No.
Are you gonna break the news to us?
Nah, it was a happy ending. Because what's it called? We got a dope picture with the legend himself. So Kayla was actually like, hey, can you sign and can you get Debbie to sign? Because everyone, obviously the attention's on Zach, and like Debbie wasn't signing anything, but Kayla was like, nah, I want Debbie's fucking autograph too. Like real bad bitch up in here. Like fuck out of here.
Let's go.
And then he's like, oh,
Kayla
like,
Prime.
he was like, oh, Deb's like come through, and then like they signed it and we took the picture. But regardless that he didn't follow us yet, keyword yet, super chill. Like,
That's great,
like
man.
I have no idea why Warner Brothers just doesn't fuck with this dude. Like he's just vibing. Yo, he's from Cali, bro. He's from Cali, so he's just on his own little like his own little wave.
It's unfortunate that they pick and choose who they give creative control to.
Bro, he was doing the opening for the 10 o'clock showing, right? So
Yeah.
mind you, like it was already like 9:30, 9:40, whatever.
Yeah.
And like the people were waiting outside, and he was there autographing, taking pictures, talking to everyone,
That's
dude, to every
great.
single person. Imagine that.
That's
like,
great.
Were you
It's-
guys the
it's
first
insane.
showing?
yeah,
No.
yeah. Well,
I thought there was more than one.
No, yeah, there was, but we were the first showing actually. The 7 o'clock. We were the 7 o'clock or 7:30.
Oh,
whatever time
okay.
it was.
All right.
And there was another one at 10.
All right.
So he was going, and then like he was even like talking. I forgot someone had released the Snyder Cut poster, right? And he was just like, wait, I heard that doesn't exist. I heard it's not happening. I was like, wow, petty, super
That's
petty. That is great. He's like, yeah, it's
awesome.
never happening. He's like, it's never happening. And I'm like, wow.
Still waiting for your follow, Zach.
So like shout out to him, shout out to his wifey, like Deborah, like super cool people. Shout out to Clay. Shout out to Clay Enos.
Clay
Like,
Enos.
my guy, he actually, so speaking of following, he followed us on Vero, and
Wow, he got time.
because
It's him first. We're working our way up to the boss. Enos, by the way, sounds like a fucking Mortal Kombat character.
Yo,
Yeah.
but
Clay Enos,
that
he
name
does.
is phenomenal. That name is great. Like every time, I hope we're pronouncing it correctly. I'm sure we are. If we're not, he can correct us, of course. But
Yeah.
like he was.
Like, it
there,
just sounds like a cowboy character.
yo.
Oh, he sounds like I got his name right here.
But no,
Ermin Black.
he was there too. He was there too, and so but like he was also like in the back really, so we couldn't really get his attention like that. But so I tagged him in the photo, and then he started following us, and we were DMing. So hopefully, guys, we're gonna get him on in July, and hopefully he'll be the first guest of ours to step foot in the studio. So that'll be great. Yeah, so hopefully that's coming up. But yeah, he is also a super chill dude, and his photographs like are fantastic. Like he's pretty much done most of Zack's films, and he's obviously done a couple of other stuff, outside of Zack and the comic book stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just great, and he's a New Yorker, so I could tell we'll all just sort of vibe out, have a good time.
All right, lit.
So
that's lit.
I can't wait for that. Yeah, Brian, like you said, like like he is a guest in itself that I just can't wait to have on, because he's just a cool dude, like super, down to earth, especially from his Vero posts, and like just a little bit of conversation that I was having with him. So seriously, can't wait for that. And I believe he also did do the still photography for Army of the Dead. So yeah, that was my experience watching Army. So now to the movie itself, I personally really enjoyed it. I personally really, really enjoyed it. And my thing with this is, and what happened?
Because the entire time Junior just like saying all these good things about it, and Marcus just like,
Damn, talk to me, Mark. Talk to me,
what?
Mark. What happened? You didn't like it?
No.
come on, JV, just
Go ahead. You go first. Though. I'll go after you. I don't want to
Got
rain
you.
on such a good story.
Nah, it's all good. You already did, so it's irrelevant at this point.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But before we get into the actual context of it, right? Like getting into the nitty gritty of what was going on in the movie, because there was a lot going on in it, both from a visual standpoint and deeper underlying meanings.
Story-wise, yeah.
Mark says this, and he's just like, "Yo, yeah, whatever. I don't care."
Yeah.
No. I mean, he's not wrong. There was a lot going on.
So my thing, like, first of all, and Ariel and I both agreed on this, it is visually stunning.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Zack as DOP is just like awesome. Needed.
The best looking zombie film I've ever seen. Hands down.
Hands down, yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah,
I've seen a
that's
lot.
Zack's like.
I haven't
biggest
seen a
thing
lot,
for
but
me,
that-
too. His visuals are fantastic.
Yeah,
Right.
like the like his color palette and just
Yep.
that new what's it called? Like the dream lens? Is that what
Yeah, it's
doing?
called the dream lens. It's in a sense where you just focus in on the object in front of you and everything
Right.
else behind is blurred.
Mm.
Kind of like using portrait mode on iPhone.
Right.
Basically.
So he's adding this into his, little utility belt of, Zack's niches, right? There's the
Yeah.
slow-mo shots, there's the shell falling,
shell casings falling
Right.
slow-mo on the ground.
and now this the
Yep.
and and when I was reading some of the comments, like a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people get turned off by it, right? Like some people don't
Yeah.
really like that. They want to get like the whole thing. But especially
Yeah.
in some of the scenes where, especially with the zombie queen, when she was showing up and everything else gets blurred out and then it's only focused on her face, I'm like, that's hot. Like I fuck with that. I personally enjoy that kind of aesthetic to it. So I think aesthetically it was pleasing. And that now I'm worried, Mark. Like what's going on? You have me kind of shook over here because you're like your hand motions, like your head's down.
Well,
Nah,
I'm
JB just
listening. I'm
yeah,
looking
just
at my monitor. I'm looking at you.
Nah, bro. I don't like the way you moving. You moving too funny for my
You're
taste.
moving too funny, bro. Yeah.
I'm literally just like this.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Listening.
But I do want to start off with you, Mark, because I'll like feed back into it. But my thing is what do you no listen. What do you think this movie was about? Or when you watched it, like what was your first impression?
Going into it, I was like,
Well, you don't like zombie
This-
movies, right?
I'm not a big fan of zombie movies, but the thing is, I know that zombie movies are only as good as the characters that are in them,
Mm-hmm.
and like how enjoyable I find them, how much I can connect to them or not. And what?
me and Mark are definitely moving funny this episode because we're gonna agree.
Moving funny.
But what was your original question? I'm sorry. It was what?
Just your,
What
your
is the
first,
plot?
Your first
Yeah.
impression, right? Like, what do you think it's about? What do you think it's about? What do you think?
It was a zombie heist movie. I mean, which is like, but I don't want to say heist movie like it's that's so unique, but because I feel like zombie movies are all pretty much
The same.
the same. You go somewhere, you get something.
Mhm.
That somewhere that you have to go is all over. There's zombies, and then you have to leave before something happens, and that's literally every zombie movie. I feel
Yeah.
like.
So
Pretty much.
that's
Yeah,
all
but
it
who
was?
did it best?
That's all it was?
Who did it best?
Who did what best?
No, but
Who did that type of movie best?
I haven't seen enough to like.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
but
haven't seen it.
you just said every zombie movie's like that.
Yeah, because I don't need to see a movie to know what a movie's about.
Oh, so you're talking shit. You're
But
talking
Yeah.
ass.
but
I am talking shit,
My thing
but
here,
it's true
Mark,
shit.
My thing here, Mark. So it's just a
I don't
zombie.
know.
It's just a zombie heist movie. That's all it is.
Yeah, the zombies are evolving, I guess. So it's a kind of like they're kind of wanting to deep dive into what apparently that zombie. I mean, not apparently. That other zombie woman was pregnant, and
This dude.
Apparently.
This dude don't know shit.
oh, sorry.
This dude
Oh,
don't
sorry.
know shit
Go
about the
ahead.
movie, bro. Bro,
Oh, he's like,
this
what are you talking
movie-
about?
Bro, you sound like Eunice talking about fucking Tenet right now.
it's a
Motherfucker.
fucking zombie movie. That's what
Yo,
it is.
it's Zack Snyder, bro. It's not just a zombie movie.
Eunice in his second watching a Tenant.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
He's like,
100%.
I didn't like this movie.
Mark was just streaming the whole time, fucking not even watching.
I can't even finish what I was saying. So go ahead, Junior. What was it? What don't I know shit about?
No,
Go
because
ahead.
I'm saying, right? You're saying it's a zombie heist movie, right? So there's zombies, there's heists, and you're like, oh, maybe they're evolving, but there's a couple of other elements. Like you didn't get the sense of any time loop theories here that they've done this before. That it goes. So mind you, and this is where I think a lot of people and I'm not gonna fault people for. Obviously, your opinion is your opinion. Like, I'm not here to change it. We're here to just have a discussion of it. But I think especially people that know that, hey, there's going to be a prequel on this, and there's an animated, like, already, the prequel's already done. Like, it's already done shooting. Like, that's going to come out soon. and the animated series, and with a lot of the majority of the cast coming back for that too. So it's like,
wait, the prequel is live action,
the prequel's live action, yes,
and
it's gonna follow the what's his name,
The German dude.
the German dude who was
Dieter.
yeah,
The
So-
safecracker.
why is that a
yeah,
prequel?
Safecracker. Because he dies in this one. We didn't see it. Oh well, we did. He fucking got blown up.
No, but I don't get. He was a nobody before that.
But
What does it have to do about the zombies?
well, whatever they're doing with that. But the animated one is a prequel that has to do with how the zombie outbreak started in the first place, or like how all this is, tied in. But
Yeah.
so my thing, and I was watching a couple of videos on it because, right, when we start off with the movie, right, it's the military is taking Zeus, right? The military is taking Zeus from Area 51. They were taking it from Area 51, right? Area 51 is normally dealing with what does Area 51 normally deal with? Is it any like extraterrestrial thing? So with a zombie being
You
created-
been there?
Are you
You
gonna
been
make
there?
me say it?
I'm
Are you
not-
gonna make me say it?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Confirmed, bro.
So why? I guess maybe because where else would you put a zombie, right? Maybe that's the reason why they put it in Area
Yeah,
51.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that.
But
point.
at the same time, in that shot, you see kind of two like light beams just like pass through, and like they kind of just vanish, right? So it's like where the fuck did that come from? Like from the base when they were like leaving the base, and if y'all rewatch it, like you'll see just two beams like go out.
All right.
And so, although we don't necessarily still know like much, it's like aliens. Like what the fuck? Like what is?
I
going
think
on
it's
here?
definitely aliens. I think he was hinting at that. Like that, whatever this disease probably came from another fucking planet, obviously, like outer space, or
And-
like in Invincible, like with the
Oh, with
What's
what's
it
his
called?
name? Fucking
from Mars.
Who?
When he went to Mars in Invincible,
Oh yeah.
and it was like that creature, the
Oh.
hive, like it's like a hive.
Yeah. Okay.
type
All
of
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just be like something from another universe, not a universe, like whatever,
Right.
outside of Earth, coming down to take over Earth, and it's slowly trying to evolve.
Mm-hmm. So like we get like my thing is too, because again we don't get explained how these things came to be, right? So my mind was just going everywhere. I'm like, okay, could be aliens. What if it was experimentation, right, by the government? Like they're trying to create sort of like super soldiers. Shit goes sideways, or maybe it is aliens that come down, right? They capture those aliens. They try and mix its blood with human blood, and now we have this quote unquote dead person, but he's not dead. It's just a mutated person. It's just a
Where were they
mutated
trying
group.
to transport him?
They were just transporting him, I think, to Vegas, right? It was either it didn't say. They were just transporting him to another facility. Like he was just gone from Area 51, and then
Yeah, they're probably gonna try to use this alien, whatever,
Mhm.
to make soldiers, like, I guess, like the Homeland Security guy was saying.
right.
Like that's why his boss wanted to do that. What's his name?
Tanaka.
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 Yeah.
Tanaka.
AKA
Tanaka.
Hanzo Hasashi. Let's go, my guy.
Yeah, he's flames. He like
Wow, was that a pun?
Right.
What a pun!
he
Mortal Kombat.
he just showed up and was just like suited and booted to Dave Bautista. He's like, I have a job. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. But yeah, and then we also get like whenever if you pay attention to when the zombies were getting shot, right? It would be red blood, blue blood, like sort of all mixed in. And red blood is normally, stating human blood, and then obviously blue blood is not human blood, but mixed with something else. So that's why I sort of got like that impression. They can reproduce.
But I think
they
the,
can
I
procreate.
think the alphas
like,
were blue.
yeah,
Okay.
the alphas, and so the shamblers were just like regular, like whatever. They just get clapped.
Yeah. And a quick question before you
Mhm.
continue is the shamblers, like I get that, right? They're not like the alphas. How did they become a zombie then?
They were just bitten by another zombie, like another shambler.
But what started
but
it?
if the alpha started the outbreak,
who was the first? Oh, so I guess the first one is the one who's been, obviously he's been the zombie the longest.
Zeus.
Yeah, I just think that
Zeus,
the longer that you're a zombie, I feel like it just makes it starts turning your body even more and more. Like their temperature goes down.
Yeah.
Their temperature goes down. I think that's what causes the blood to then change color from red to blue.
That's pretty dope.
I don't think that it's
Mark
aliens
hematologist confirmed.
But I don't think that makes you like the longer you're a zombie, you turn from a shambler to an alpha. I think.
No, I'm saying just the blood. It's just the blood itself. That's all I'm saying.
Ah.
Not that it's gonna become smarter or anything like that. I don't know about that.
Copy. And I want to shout out Heavy Spoilers on YouTube because like he was one of the main videos like I was watching like kind of over and over again just to sort of see like everything again, like just be like, oh, okay, this could make sense, or that doesn't really make that much sense. So like shout out to him because I was like learning a lot from that. So right, Martin, who was Tanaka's like Homeland Security guy, he's the one that, so they told him to retrieve the real, so the mission was, right, or what we thought was for them to go into the vault, get the money that's there, Batista and the rest of them split it, right? And then obviously we all know like that dude, and even, one of the characters in the beginning said, yeah, you sketch boy, you up to something, I'm gonna figure out what it is. Unfortunately, she gets clapped, but not after fucking zombies up.
She was a beast, bro.
Did y'all at least like that action sequence?
It was cool.
I liked it.
Bruh.
I liked it. I thought.
Nah, but I thought she never killed a zombie before.
So that goes back to the time loop theory.
Wait, she said she never killed him?
Yeah, she said so.
Yeah, even though she's part of a
things.
whole YouTube channel that kills zombies.
But we only really see Guzman killing them. We don't get anything else.
Yeah,
she's probably just recording and being the hype man.
But if it is a time loop, then she still hasn't killed any of them. So what's
this guy?
Bro, I don't give a fuck. If I've never killed a zombie, I'm moving.
No,
I'm slide canceling. I'm fucking everyone
too.
up, bro. I don't give
slide cancel.
I may have never killed a zombie, but I'm gonna move just like her, bro. I don't give a. I'm knife to the head.
I don't know. I personally thought that action sequence was dope.
I liked it.
It was cool to see her working them.
It was cool because I was like, I immediately thought, okay, she's just gonna this is the quote unquote easy death that's going to happen. Like she's gonna crawl over here and she's gonna stand up and then the zombie's gonna be like, and then just attack her. I was like, okay, whatever.
Easy death.
But she didn't really get like an easy death like that.
That's what I'm saying.
She got actually one of the dumbest deaths.
I expected. That's what I expected, right? But then when she started murking them, I was like, oh shit! And then she jumped out the window, and I was like, oh shit! And then
I was like, no, she's gonna make it.
Oh shit! And I was like, oh, she's about to tell Guzman to watch out for that dude because she's already bit. And then she didn't say anything, and I was like, oh, okay, we're not gonna tell him that you just got fucked up by the guy who you guys are all suspecting. That's gonna be like totally.
And that's also your boy,
and then it's also your boy that you're totally with. Like, oh my god, this is crazy,
dude. It's your dying. It's her dying moments. She's about to die.
So tell him that. It's him. Like he's
at this point. But at this point, like, do you really care about that? At that point, you're like, I'm fucked. It's whatever.
Like, she's fucked.
Junior, hold on, guys, hold on now. Junior, if that was you, and you looked at me in the fucking eyes,
exactly, you
wouldn't tell me.
We all watch out.
You would be like, no, let me.
Okay, I'll take my L. I'm holding it.
Thank you.
I'm holding it.
You're gonna
grabbing
take that
it,
moment of
putting
death.
it in the pocket. I forgot her and Goose was
One more thing. Because we mentioned it before, and I wanted to mention this. When the car accident happened, first of all, of course, a zombie apocalypse in America happens because
of a blowjob.
So of course,
it's better than saving the world because of a fucking mouse.
I'm not throwing. I'm just saying that's the most American thing I've ever heard in my life. Roadhead because of it starts with zombie apocalypse. So
Stop giving neck on the road. guys.
Not even that.
Guys and girls.
Like, he could be doing all that. Just pay attention to the road. Like, what are you doing? Dumb
bro, her
dickhead.
neck game was crazy, bro.
Nah.
Clearly.
But my thing is the other guy driving.
Yo,
Like
look, I hate in movies and shows when they're talking to the other person. Look forward. Yo, I've never talked to one of you guys sitting shotgun and been like, yep. Isn't that crazy?
I've never seen.
You know what's even worse? They're literally talking about what they could be transporting, and they're just being like so nonchalant. Yeah, it could be an alien. It could be this.
You would think these guys aren't trained.
Like
you would think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd think they just pick these motherfuckers off the street like Uber. Like, yo, go drive this fucking thing over here. What? So then when the car accident happens.
But so was that like a pet peeve of yours? Was that like a?
I mean, that's always a pet peeve in every movie. But I get why they did it, because they just needed it to happen. You know, so right. I get it. Whatever. Okay. So the car accident happens, and then when this happens, and he's like the guy's on the radio with the dispatcher controller, whatever the fuck, and he's like, oh, you know, shit, and the person's like, get away from the box, get everybody away, and he's like, what? Hey guys, yeah, she said get away, yeah. She said get away.
Hold on, I agree with you so far. Another thing I want to bring up is that it's also nighttime. And the headlights were on.
Yes.
And that's another thing that's like, it's so much easier to see someone when their headlights are on. And he didn't notice the headlights flashing.
Literally.
At him driving towards him.
Especially when he got into the lane. Because you notice that shit when somebody is like right in front of you.
Like, right in front of you, right? All right, so that's one thing, right?
Yeah, so we're breaking down radio scene by scene.
No, I mean, I know, but I wanted to bring this up because this is just a really weird thing. I was just like, what?
Side note, though. I love this movie, but I do have pet peeves. That was one of them. Another one was when the radio call happened.
Yeah.
I hate that she was like yelling at him, right? I didn't hate that part. She was yelling at him, get the fuck away.
Yeah, because
I hate that she cursed and acted all dramatic. Like, okay, you're still a professional. Like, you're the government. You don't need a... Nah, dude, this is about just listen to me, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck away from the box. Like, okay, fine. I accepted that, right? But then he's like, can you say that again? It's like, bro, why does that part need to be in the movie? Like, that was so extra. Extra.
That's the point of it. It's supposed to be dramatic. It's supposed to have that dramatic effect. Yeah, I got to remember, it's a film.
I know. No, I know, but that's why I hate it, but I also appreciate it to a certain extent. But it's just like,
because it's obviously going to be exaggerated. And you got to remember, it's a horror film, right? So horror films have that niche to it where it's just like, you're going to have that corny moment of like, wait, what? And then boom, shit happens. Like,
I think it's just with Zach, like, he intentionally wanted it to be dramatic, and he wanted it to be
that's what I'm saying,
like stupid.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
On purpose.
Right.
He did it on purpose. There's no way he looked at that and was like, yeah, this is cool, this is smart. Like I don't know. He was probably like, yeah, I want it to be like idiotic.
Bro,
like, this guy is an idiot.
There's certain directors I feel like, and Zach is one of them, because that's why when people are just saying like, oh, this is just a zombie heist movie, I'm like, maybe, but actually no, because that confirmed it's not just a zombie heist movie. Like, he's one of those directors, and
what did he say?
I'll get to it. That like it's not just like he's not just doing shit to do shit. Like you're saying right now, like he probably looked over that scene. He was like, oh yeah, this is dumb. I'm putting it in there. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Like, I'm doing it in there because it's dramatic, it's dumb, and I love it. And
he was probably like, yo, people are gonna hate me for this. Like, he doesn't care.
I mean, but it's not even that. But like, right, he did, and again, and this is why I love having like him and Nolan like as my favorite directors, because Nolan's like the complete opposite of that, in a sense. Like Nolan doesn't really like to add intentional dumb things or intentional like dramatic things like that. Not to my knowledge, at least. Like his movies,
which is why I think he made that reference to Tenet later. He was just like making fun or like giving a nod to how dramatic Nolan could be.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, and you're only gonna reveal it at the end of the movie that this all happened, whatever. Like the end's the middle, blah
right.
blah blah." Like that shit was funny.
Right.
Like, I think he was.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was like referencing
Yeah,
I mean,
Nolan and Tenet.
that would be cool if that was. I
The
mean,
actual intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think we have to be careful with chalking up things that we didn't like to him being like, oh yeah, he totally meant to do that. Like, I think we have to be careful with that. I love Zach. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, humans make mistakes. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not saying
dude,
that
but
he's
he's an experienced director and screenwriter. Like he's made some of your favorite superhero movies, right? So,
I'm not saying.
but
I'm just saying.
I'm saying like, to me,
everything
you're
up to that.
nitpicking. Like, you're absolutely nitpicking on this. Absolutely.
I don't know, JB. I don't know.
How is that not a nitpick? How is that not? Y'all are
how
talking
is it
about.
How is it a nitpick? It has to do with the main plot. It has to do with how it all happened. I mean, it's literally a plot. It's like it's plot.
It's just, I think Junior just doesn't think it's that. It doesn't matter.
Y'all are taking it more serious than it should have been.
Yeah, like I'm just playing this.
It's with my number one flaw of the movie. I'm just saying it was just like that was just one of them. Like to start the movie off, I was like, all right, like, okay, let's just move on, I guess. Like, it was just something that I felt was
that's what I find so funny. And Brian just brought up a good point. A rat saved the Avengers' asses. Think about but I'm bringing this back because that's super hypocritical. If you think that this isn't the same situation, Ariel. Like if you like Ariel, you're saying you didn't like that.
I was talking to me. I was like, I'm the one who fucked that shit up.
You like the rat starting up the time machine?
Or
starting up the quantum thing?
No, I'm agreeing with Mark in a sense of it being part of the plot, being essential to the plot. That maybe it was a bit. There was something I have it written in my notes.
It was a bit underwhelming for such a big thing to happen to the world.
Exactly.
He's just like, yeah.
But
like, even though she's so dramatic on the radio.
But literally starting up the quantum machine to get Ant-Man out, and if Ant-Man didn't get out, we wouldn't know how to create time travel. That's not a part of the plot.
If Doctor Strange didn't give the stone, then we wouldn't have Endgame. He knew all this shit was going to happen.
Warner Brothers didn't do what they did, Zach wouldn't have signed a contract with Netflix.
We wouldn't get this movie.
But Junior, the thing with the rat is like, I mean, at least me and Mark, I know for sure, we agree with you that is stupid. Like that was dumb.
Yeah, if that's what Doctor Strange really like. If that was part of,
Doctor Strange was like, "Oh, I found the reality where we win." The rat turns on the thing.
I mean, if
there's no like MCU versus Zach right now, it's like they're both stupid. I'm comparing them, showing you that like,
right. And
I know you think the rat thing is stupid, right? This is just as stupid.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know. That everyone was thinking that, because if I said if you were like, if Ariel was like, oh yeah, that was dumb, but the rat thing, no. But then he starts trying to back it up. I'd have been like, that's ridiculous.
Nah,
do you think the rat thing is stupid, Junior?
I do think the rat thing.
I don't think.
Do you think that's a nitpick? Do you
Huh?
think that's a nitpick? Do you think that's a nitpick?
No,
Okay, so then how is this what I'm saying a nitpick?
Exactly.
because you're
That's what
going
I'm
in on it. Like, yo, we've talked about the beginning of this for like 20 minutes.
Dude, because you guys are prolonging it. I just wanted to keep going. I was just mentioning it once, and then you guys cut this.
No,
not me.
You did.
Nah, yo, the rat.
I still haven't even finished.
Yo, Avengers Endgame podcast coming soon.
A good thing we're not in the studio.
Actually, though,
Brawling
Super
right
Cut
now.
Night coming soon.
It would be brawling.
My point is this. This is my point.
Mhm.
This all I wanted to get to is this.
What's
She's
up?
being so like intense over the radio.
Mhm.
And he's not.
And he's just like not getting it. It's like, first of all, you guys are just talking about how serious the shit you could be transporting is. Then she's telling you, get the fuck away from the box. Get everybody away right now. And he's just like, yeah, she just had to leave it. Yeah, let's go. And he was just like saying that, and it just like did not communicate a sense of urgency to people who literally are quote unquote, I mean, military service, you there's that bond, quote unquote, right, of like brotherhood, etc. And he's just like, yeah, just get away. Yeah, okay. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like it didn't match, and I was just like, but whatever, right? That's all I wanted to say about that. You can keep going.
But Mark, let me ask you something about that. No, I seriously am about to ask you something about that.
Okay, go ahead.
So do you think, right? Because you had brought it up to me earlier. Do you think Zach did that on purpose to be dramatic, or you think that's just how he wrote it?
I'm not gonna say either or. I just don't know.
Because you don't know. Perfect.
Like, I don't know exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like if you did, okay, all right, cool, I guess.
Got
But
you.
if you didn't, then that's a critique of mine.
My next question is to Ariel. Ariel, so
Yeah.
the rat in I'm joking.
Oh, I was about to go in. I was about to say, yeah, let's go. I was in the writer's room for that.
How did you feel about the intro
Of
of them introducing
of Endgame?
No, of Endgame, yeah. of them introducing and like Dave Bautista's character with his thing, and then you get like all the rest of the characters, you know, like
I thought that was cool. It was again, I'm watching a Zack Snyder film.
But you know why I asked you that question? Because it reminded me a lot of Watchmen's in a way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get that same feeling?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I liked, you know, again, I felt it was kind of weird, the experience, because I'm watching, I'm like, oh, wow, this seems like really like there's depth. There's like all these people that are involved with the heist have lost something.
Mm-hmm.
So they literally essentially are going in with nothing to lose because they've already lost their loved ones.
And I love that because you got that background on all of them and you really feel it when they meet each other.
I didn't get that.
What are you talking about?
Elaborate. Why didn't you feel it?
I did not connect to a single character in this film.
But like,
I'm talking about how they interacted with each other.
They did, not us to them.
Oh,
to each other.
Are you talking about?
Like establishing a net, like a chain, which is, I mean, that's literally what happened.
It was literally like a bunch of people in a lobby in COD. Like, yo, I guess we're doing this.
Bro.
I'm sorry.
But
you see them working together. You see them working together.
Was it the acting?
Like for most of them anyway.
Was it the
acting? Yeah, it was the acting.
Yeah.
I think it was the acting mainly. I think it was also the way just the plot went.
What I'm just saying is that that intro, like the whole like whatever you want to call it.
That was cool, but nobody was really talking there. It was just.
But that's not the point. It is he told a story with just images and visuals.
That's great.
And we got the idea that, okay, these people have been through a lot.
Yeah.
They've made it out.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at him. He's working at a burger joint. And it's like, that's it. And then a guy comes up to him and is like, all right, you want to make money? And then like you kind of get, you just have some background. It's not just something thrown at you.
Right.
No, yeah, I understand that part, but
I'm just saying I like the way he did it. Instead of like trying to tell a story really quick and just smash it together. He just did like a quick, but slow-mo.
A quick.
Just visuals.
He did a quick.
And it was like part of the credits, which was cool. And
yeah.
Like that, I'm only talking about that.
Well, same in likeness to BVS and Watchmen, where he kind of condenses the story down to these like small moments and stuff. I thought that was great. That's cool.
So you're saying that he did the same thing in Army of the Dead.
He's agreeing with you. Yes.
I'm agreing with you. Yeah.
Okay.
But what he's not
you completely misunderstood.
Oh, I thought you were saying something. I thought it was going to something else. My bad.
So Ariel, two things that you pointed out, right? The acting. So I want to hear your thoughts on who you felt had the best acting, like who you did, if you did, not if you did, even if you didn't, who could you see yourself sort of sympathizing with the most? And this is just strictly talking about because of their acting skills right now. And then, two, you had also said because of the way the plot went. So I would also like you to elaborate on that after you answer question one. It's a two-parter.
Okay. All right.
That's what they call it in the business. A two-parter.
Oh gosh.
I really wanted to feel bad for Dave, but his daughter's so fucking dumb. I don't care.
I hate her.
I
did
don't
not like her character at all.
like.
honestly.
It was very bad the way they kind of developed all that. I honestly thought like the film was going one direction. And I go, okay, so this is like has like a Suicide Squad slash heist film. Like, there's a lot going on here that I like the mix.
Mhm.
A zombie film, this is gonna be.
I thought it potentially could be really good.
It's just weird because going into it, I'm like, I kind of know what to expect from this guy, and then like I don't know, I felt like kind of let down. I was just like, oh this is
What happened to going with no expectations?
I didn't. But the expectation, because remember, I've watched Zack since dawn of the. Like I've been a fan of him for almost like 10 years, like basically 10 years, over 10 years. So
Mhm.
I've kind of grown accustomed to what to like. Same deal. You go into like even when Nolan with Tenet. When I went in, I'm like, this is a Nolan film.
I'm
Off
not going
rip.
to understand it right off rip. Yeah.
I might not understand it. Off rip. I know it's gonna have to do with time. But I know there are certain things, there are certain aspects of it that I know will be solid. I know the acting will be great. I know the plot will be great. I know the writing will be great. I felt like all these things did not check off for this film for me.
So when
Like,
you
and it
go
was-
into a Zack film, what are like your 3 checkpoints?
Visual storytelling,
Originality.
with the content, and the writing.
Yeah.
He has some pretty great ideas that he conveys through the script that we saw in BVS, that we saw in Man of Steel, that we saw
Yeah, but
in Sucker
he
Punch,
checked
that we saw in
visuals, right?
yeah,
And then what was the second one?
visuals, originality,
And it wasn't original.
It was very original.
and
That's
and the
thing
script.
about it. So
Was it
so-
original
so-
though? Did he check the second box?
Was it original? I mean, there's been a zombie heist film already. It's called Bank Heist. I think it's called Zombie Bank Heist. It's literally called Zombie Bank Heist.
But that's the thing. This
Something like
wasn't
that.
just a zombie heist movie.
I know, but I
I
felt
guess it wasn't original enough. Like he tried, but it's
I got all right. If I'm gonna go through what I thought was really wavy about the film, because I think we're going too much negatives.
Nah, give
The
me all your
cinematography.
negatives and then go to the positives. I want to end on a high note with you.
All right, fine. I have like this is my list of everything that I found wrong with it.
Yo, my man wrote a 4-page essay.
And it's not even double spaced. All right.
Used to hate when the
So
teachers used to do that shit, bro. Like, yo, you're
now,
bugging.
all right. Now, a lot of these things are jumbled around
Mhm.
from things I've picked up because I don't really know how to articulate a lot of things that I have wrong with it.
That's fine.
So,
And we'll all see if we can sort of break it down with you.
all right. So, and it's all over the place.
Right.
So, the leader of the zombie, like the alpha, Zeus, on top of a tall building, can look at a helicopter flying away, then give it a 1 mile head start, go down the ground level, and still run to the helicopter with his horse, like catch up to what they're doing in Olympus from that far.
what?
What?
Can we say that one more
Right.
time?
So remember, he went to the vault, right?
Right. Wait,
Okay.
He being
And then when he left the vault, he peeped that the helicopter was heading to Olympus because they
Right.
were going to pick up Kate.
Mhm.
yes.
So he still managed to get there at the same time that the helicopter got there.
He was on his way when it showed the helicopter landing on Olympus.
Uh-huh.
He was already there. Like you could see him on the ground, riling up his guys, and he was on the horse running in.
But there was a certain amount of distance between them that I felt like, bro, like if these sequences are really happening in
Real time.
chronologically, I'm assuming like, all right, so it's gonna take some time for them to get over there, but also they're in a fucking helicopter. Like that should have been.
Didn't
like-
they have to like spin around because he was like, we have to go this place to go pick up my daughter? So then she was like, okay, and then she
yeah, that's
like,
right. He didn't
dip
go
around.
straight over there.
They didn't go straight to Olympus. They had to turn around, I think.
Also, then I missed the cut.
remember.
Then, oh, and that's
Yeah,
on
like,
me.
they had
All
to
right.
like
You mean when they were first when Batista got into the helicopter and then they first left the casino?
Yeah. That's what I'm referring to.
They had to turn around. They had
Okay,
to turn,
all right. Then I missed
he
the
had
cut.
to like convince her to turn
Right.
to go to Olympus, and she was like,
Yep.
fuck, and
All
then
right.
she turns and goes, and then he lands.
Oh yeah, he was
and then
already
he had
there.
time to get there.
Because he was
Yeah.
he was already getting to the daughter, and then Batista made it up
Okay.
the stairs. Yeah. So he
All
was
right.
already
And then
there.
Batista took a
Yeah.
while because she
was trying to
wasn't
find her.
there. He
Yeah.
had to go down mad floors, and obviously it got all cut
my
up.
son got that cardio. He was like,
Yeah,
For
for
real.
real. Legit.
The
Yeah, I mean,
adrenaline, bro, when your child's in danger.
So, all right. Gripe resolved. Cool.
Yeah.
I missed the cut. My bad. The more people talk about a nuke coming and time running out, the more relaxed they are and will feel, and this feels like time is just moving very slow. Like, if there's a nuclear bomb getting like jettisoned over to where I'm at,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna stop and tell you that the reason I came here was because of you. Because I'm already here.
Right.
And we could talk about this after.
Wait,
The shorty got her neck snapped, said that.
oh, that's right.
What did they reference that romance?
I didn't even know that was a thing, bro.
I don't know if I missed that.
That came out of nowhere to me. Maybe I missed that too.
I mean, when he
You
pulled,
kinda,
when he
I kind of got the feeling that maybe something could happen there, but I was just like,
well,
I didn't know.
he sort of said it too because she was like, I was kind of hoping like we could start something up, and he was like, oh shit, I missed that. Like he's like,
No,
I didn't catch this. He didn't catch the signs. Like
Yeah, like I mean, like before that, because like
yeah,
like
she
before,
right.
before that,
And then he sort of like dipped out. Like they're talking about the space, like not in the movie, but like from the time that when they were like locked down
Yeah.
Vegas, like she wanted to get something going, and then he didn't catch those signals, and then she wanted to bring it up to him. But okay, Ariel, I get it. Like, but
she was like, "Oh, I didn't do this for the money. I did this
like yeah,
get
to
closer to
be
you."
closer to you. My thing.
bullshit.
My thing with that is again though, like how what we were talking about in the beginning of the film, like, isn't this just more for sort of that dramatic, romantic effect to be in the film? Because I get what you mean in those situations. Like, I'm not looking at Kayla and being like, I'm like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. So,
Right.
so you
I
would just
I didn't
just
feel
rather,
the urgency. I didn't
Okay.
feel the urgency.
You would just rather
That
be
was
like,
the-
yo, y'all could do this after y'all make it out.
Exactly. Let's get to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's especially with them coming out the vault. How
Mhm.
barely any of them came out with fucking duffel bags. I thought y'all came here
Yeah.
for the money. What happened?
No, wait, something did happen with that actually.
Yeah, but something happened before that.
What you mean?
They got trapped.
Yeah,
They got trapped. So they were like, he was like, "Oh, it's not about the money," and he dipped. And then
Right.
the fucking
And that
Mark-
guy was just so on the nose. I was just like, bro, is this on? I had to be on purpose, right? That dude, like that clearly was gonna backstab them and like
Well,
backstab
yeah,
them
she said
anyway.
it. The girl that got clapped said it on the bus. She was like, "Yeah, you're mad sketch. I'll find out what it is." It was literally on. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the things in this film and a lot of your guys' gripes is things that were too on the nose, and that's what I'm trying to tell ya. I feel like these things were just meant to be there on the nose for you. It's just like, hey, oh wait, what? What's going on? Boom, explosion. And it's like, oh, but I've always, loved you. I didn't really feel that. Boom, neck snapped, stupid, dead. That shit hurt. Like my neck hurt after that. I was like, ooh, like
That was a lot of dumb deaths, especially Shorty with the bandana. Like her boy literally looking at her and not shooting any other, like none of them were helping her at all. Like on me, and nothing. And nothing.
Bro, he's fucking cracked. He's one shot.
He's one shot.
I'm sorry, bro. She shouldn't have gotten clapped like that. That was kind of dumb. But whatever. Let's. I have some more things here.
just get it.
And I love how Zeus had that helmet on his head and got shot multiple times and it didn't make a dent. Vibranium confirmed. Moving on. A woman says she has a plan while holding the zombie head, and then keeps staring at the helicopter going off. Doesn't jump on the helicopter with them.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
Like, just throw the head and dip, bro. Like, I guess she didn't want to live anymore. Cool, whatever. Didn't care about her anyway. What else?
Yo, she did my son's shades dirty.
Yo, Shades
Fuck
was
Shades.
a dick, bro.
Oh,
Oh
Juice?
my god.
Yeah, Juice.
yeah, Juice, yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy, Tio Rossi. I fuck with him.
Yeah, he's funny, but like, what the fuck, man? Ew. Young woman with no, like Kate, bruh. How many shots are in the clip? And Kate is like, oh, that's 8 kills guaranteed.
What?
Oh,
All
oh,
headshots.
okay.
hold on.
All
But
headshots.
that's what Mark had brought up earlier. Like, Mark, like
All headshots.
what I think is going on here is because they and there is things to back up that they're in a time loop, and I'll bring it up right here. So the bodies that are in the vault. So actually, the first time we get an instance is when they first enter the casino. There's bodies slumped on the table, like on the
Okay.
poker table. Zach confirmed that was them. So that's the first sighting we get. And how else do you know that's them? Because there was already blueprints of the vault there on that table. Like
Okay.
they're like, oh, these are extra like blueprints.
So
They're
Zach
like,
said that was
what-
them.
yeah, it was them. Like, so
Yeah, but that's the thing. If Zach wanted to do Zombie Tenet, just do fucking Zombie Tenet without involving so much other stuff in it.
Right.
Because that's what kind of like let me down about it hard, because I'm like, man, I really want to like these characters, but none of this feels like they've really done it before.
Yeah, but do you want things on the nose or do you want things like
Well-
I think what he's doing is he's making stupid things on the nose, but at the same time, it's way more complex and it's all going on in the background. And it's just one of those Zach movies that you gotta watch again and pay attention. Like I didn't even think about what Junior just said.
Wait, what bodies were on the table? Where?
No, when
Their
they got to the
bodies,
lobby
yeah.
of the casino, there were bodies on the table with blueprints. They had the blueprint there.
Oh, yeah.
Of the vault.
And they were like, oh, someone's been here. They sent other teams.
Exactly. Somebody's
Right.
been there before. And to my knowledge, I go, that's interesting that Tanaka was sent. I'm assuming this is not the only team he sent down there.
Right.
And
And so
then-
I guess he's saying maybe that the guy who, maybe the guy at the end who gets bit, like the guy who survived
Vanderho.
Vanderhoek,
Yeah.
he is maybe the guy that goes back in time and
So
Yeah.
yes. So great
Who?
point, Mark. Great point, Mark.
Omari.
Omari Hardwick's character, Vanderho, the guy who
Vanderho.
gets bit at the
the
end.
black guy
Maybe he's the
Chainsaw.
guy who
Wow.
what?
who
Black
goes
guy.
back in time. He goes back in time.
How does he go back in time?
No.
He's already a zombie.
No, well,
Confirmed.
I mean, somehow he didn't turn. Somehow.
No, and also survived the nuclear holocaust around him.
And the
But
vault.
it
The vault.
but exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell
All
y'all.
right. If a nuclear bomb goes off and I'm in a vault downstairs and I go up, you are going to suffer
Radiation.
from fallout, guaranteed, no matter
Listen,
what.
Time out. He's
But it's a movie
he's
about zombies,
No,
bro.
listen, everyone listen.
Oh.
He's most likely not human. Think about it. He's the one that was all right. Go back to the scene where Batista's character and I keep forgetting her name, but she's absolutely gorgeous. What's her name? Fucking
I don't know.
Anna.
I don't know who he's talking
Who,
about.
next
the
snap?
Mexican, yeah, the next snap girl.
Okay.
Sure.
So when they walk in, right, he senses like they don't say anything, and you see him like he already knew they were there, and then he turns his head, and there was actually a cool story about his Omega brand.
I peeped that. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really cool.
And so what's it called? So there was that. He's the one that told the story in the vault. He's like, what if this is just a whole time loop? He literally says it again on the
Yeah,
nose.
he said it.
He
Yeah.
says it. He's like, and someone's just playing a sick game, and we're just doing this over and over again. Like he's the one that brings it up because he's probably aware that this is a time shit. How did he know to get the zombies from downstairs
that was
to
sus.
bring them
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. And
Like,
how does he know
shit.
that?
He knew how to
that,
do shit. He knew
Yeah,
how to do
but
shit.
wouldn't you think that kind of information is like
Okay,
me-
through the story.
like no, but I'm saying I'm just speaking on logic. I'm just speaking on logic solely. I'm not trying to nitpick or anything.
Mhm.
I'm just saying as a character, if I want to make this plot more compelling and I want to make it out alive of this, if I feel like I've been in a loop before and I feel like I've died here already, wouldn't it make sense to tell the rest of the team, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know we don't have a lot of time, but we need to do this way so we can make it out of here.
Well, he
X,
You
Y,
don't
and
know
Z
why
needs
he
to happen.
wouldn't.
He-
You also don't know why he couldn't say that. Maybe there's other reasons that will be explained in
my
other
thing is, so there was the picture I sent you, Ariel, where he's carrying that like general out, and then when
And then
they
when-
went to him,
Mhm.
they go back to Tanaka and they say he's in. So it could be a man on the inside. Like he's the man on the inside. It was never really
Sure.
what's his name? I mean,
Established. It wasn't. Yeah.
even though Martin was the man inside, maybe he wasn't the man inside. The man inside
Okay.
was Vanderho. And a cool little thing that I liked about it, that I appreciated, the whole another thing, when the Alpha went to fight him, right? Like, yeah, he was low key working him, but Vanderho was kind of like eating those punches and eating those hits. And like
Okay.
instead, I think he was carrying, wasn't Zeus carrying like a spear? He was carrying something. He dropped it. Usually when someone drops a weapon to fight someone, it's because they have respect for them. They're like, all right, I'm gonna whoop your ass, but it's gonna be with these hands. Like that
All
happened.
right.
And
All
then
right.
he had also mentioned, oh no, the German guy had said in the film, he's like, the vault is like a new reality. He gets stuck in the vault. He comes out of the ashes. What if it's a new reality? It's not the same reality. It's not the same place that he was in. And then the sequel could start things all over again. Picking up from his story, obviously, because at the ending, it obviously set up a sequel because he had the bite. And the reason, Mark, that it wasn't affecting him, right? Because when Batista got bit, obviously it took a little, and then it hit him.
He turned. Everyone else who's gotten bit has turned very quickly.
Because
He was the one. He
there's
was bit, I guess, in the vault or before the vault, and then after the nuke,
He walks home.
house,
Walks home.
and then he goes to an airport, and then he gets on the plane,
Yeah,
and then he's
but
on the
some
plane,
people have
and
COVID symptoms and some people don't.
Then he first notices the bite, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, but
And I'm like-
it's again goes to the theory that he's not human. He's not like the rest of them. And another thing with that is he is now, the Omega symbol is showing that he is now the Omega. He is the only zombie because obviously the Alpha's dead now, so he is the only zombie now. Go ahead, Mark.
A question about that.
Go ahead.
So you're saying it doesn't affect him, or it affects him differently?
It affects him differently because
Okay.
he's not
Because he
human.
was getting. It seemed like he was turning something, like or he was like lightheaded, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah, he was definitely feeling some type of way.
You're so cold,"
Right.
Which is what happens to everyone else. I just feel like it was
That
happening
turns-
slower for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's just like, it depends on the person. Like I was joking, but like it's like COVID. Some people
Yeah,
get it
symptoms
pretty
hit
bad.
differently,
Some
yeah.
people don't. Yeah, and that's why there's quarantine camps and shit, because they need to make sure that you're okay. Like it's just same shit.
But I'm gonna go with my crazy theory.
No, but just going back to the time loop thing.
Mm.
When he was actually talking about it and it was on the nose, you see the little keychain around the dead person, and then
Right.
you see it
the
on.
scarf. You see
Yeah,
the
and-
chains, like from
Yeah.
from the characters, yeah.
That was really cool. I'm like, oh, so this is Zombie Tenant. Literally, like me and Millen, like we looked at each other like, oh, okay, like that's cool.
But also like the fact that everyone died, it just screams
besides him
like
and Kate,
they're
yeah.
coming back.
I mean, yeah.
Sure, man.
Or it's like, if he makes a sequel, it's going to be a time loop. Like they're all coming back and they're going to try again.
I mean,
because
he
everything
said
went
he
to
already
shit.
has the story. He already has the story with the person he co-wrote it with. So if Netflix decides to greenlit it, and by the way, this movie is for the whole
They're
weekend
doing
was
massive
trending.
numbers.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're probably doing massive
it
numbers.
was trending #1 on every single area where Netflix was available. So nonetheless, super happy for Zach and like what this movie has accomplished. The most watched movie on Netflix in its first month was Extraction with 99 million views. So that's the record. I have no idea what the numbers are. They haven't released anything yet because
all right.
it hasn't been a month. I thought they were gonna do opening weekend numbers, but they didn't show that. But
Yeah, I'm surprised because they're released in theaters, so that's weird.
Like,
I know
they did release that. I'm talking about
Oh,
streaming
okay.
numbers. They released
all
that.
right.
It was Netflix's biggest theater opening of all time.
Yeah, because I think Roma was the only other film along with The Irishman, probably, and I
There's
don't
a couple
remember
of
anything
others.
else.
I
Yeah.
was looking at a list the other day. Some movies I never even heard of. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. What enticed me about this was And like I said, jumping from going from all of Zach's, because lately Zach has just strictly been doing superhero stuff, right?
Yeah.
It went three. The Sucker Punch come before or after 300?
Sucker Punch was after 300.
So okay, cool. He did 300. That was a while back, but then he did Watchmen, Man of Steel, BVS, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
So like he was just very much into like the superhero genre. That's how I got into his work, and I was just like,
Yeah.
this dude knows how to give me a good superhero movie.
Yeah.
In my opinion, of course. And then when I went in to go see this, I was like, again, yeah, I'm like, okay, zombie heist, money, it had action. I was like, dope. I'm having a blast. And then once I go to the streets afterwards, and I hear all this talk about all this time travel shit, and I'm just like, word. So then I started doing more research on
The
it.
streets.
And then I got enticed about like the alpha, the omega, and him applying this to, quote unquote zombies, but they might not actually even be zombies. They could be a hybrid of something else. I'm just like, dope. To me, I found it interesting. I found the concept interesting. And again, like you guys brought up some good points where I'm just sort of like, I wish that was explained more. I wish we knew what Tanaka's intentions were.
Yeah, and on top of exactly, and even with Tanaka, like he's a billionaire, and it's just like, if maybe that was again fine, we could blame it on the loop. Like I blame it on the loop for I guess for every kind of nitpick I have. I guess for any kind of gripe I have with the film, I guess it's part of the loop or whatever.
What if the
because
sequel
if
comes out and it explains all of your all of your nitpicks? You're just like, oh shit.
That'd be great.
That'd be cool, yeah.
But it still wouldn't make the movie.
Yeah, it wouldn't make this. It wouldn't save it for me.
We're taking it at face value. We're taking
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. When I went into seeing this, I'm like, I don't care about the prequels. I just want I want this to be what it is, like stand on its own.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be fair to go, oh well, that I could let that go. That'll be explained in the sequel. Like, nah, bro, like that's kind of lazy if I want to excuse something like an error happening. Like even for example with Tanaka, if a billionaire comes to you and goes, yo, $200 million in the vault. Yo, my guy, why you need it? You've already been reimbursed. I understand the real plot is for him to get the zombie head and stuff. Pero si fuera, like if it was really that's all he wanted, he would just send an entire he will send like he will send the team to do that. Like he will send a team dedicated to do that instead of sending oblivious people to do that. Like to me that would be more interesting.
To me, if they were just actually like an actual team,
all right.
Just sent them
Picture this exactly. Picture this if that team was put together to get the zombie vial blood out, but they were just like, "Yo, we need you to get the zombie blood. We're not telling you why we need it, but you need to get it." But while doing that, they find the vault of 200 mil.
Yo, write the script,
bro. That would have been lit. That would, and also on top of the whole time loop thing, sure, that's great. But it's just kind of That's just weird.
So he was just mixing a little too much of everything, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it got a bit jumbled for me, and a lot of the character depths were dumb. Again, maybe it's the time loop. Blame the loop or whatever. And then the daughter, bro, like Kate. Where is Gita? Where's Gita, bro?
Oh my god.
Where is she? Where is she? Kate is that helicopter got destroyed. I'm talking about. You know, in Plunder, when you shoot that shit down and that shit is clapped.
But that's the thing, bro. Like,
Shorty was chilling, not a broken bone, nothing. Where's Gita? Where's Gita, bro?
Yeah, now she doesn't care.
Clapped. But that's the thing. That's what I liked about it. Everyone got clapped. It was all for nothing anyway at the end of it all. It was all for nothing.
I know,
no money. Well, Kate got a little bit of cash.
Right.
And like all that for what? For what?
Yeah.
I understand the tragedy. I understand the tragedy in the climax, but it's just crazy how Kate made this whole speech about, no, I'm going to go get her. Fuck you, all this stuff. I'm going in with no armor on, just a pistol with 8 bullets. That's it. That's all I'm going in there with.
Well,
I'm going to go save this random girl. Fine, cool. You want some sort of catharsis. I'm saying she wants some sort of catharsis because she lost her mother. She doesn't want somebody else to lose her mother. I
So
understand.
it's not some random girl. It's a girl she's
I
been in the camp
understand.
with. So then,
I
so why did you say
understand.
random girl? Why did you say random girl if
But
it's not a
if
random
she
girl?
was so hell bent on rescuing her, and she didn't really fuck with her dad like that, wouldn't you think she'd be screaming Gita the entire time after she got out the helicopter instead of running to daddy and all of a sudden she loves him and crying now?
What? What? What did you just say? Bro, did you watch the movie?
So I think what he's saying is like it like
They had a sort of-
Explain it to me. Explain it to me.
They built. I'm supporting. I'm not with Ariel on this one.
Fine, all right.
Throughout the movie, I feel like there were kind of like moments where you see her like being like, okay, maybe I'm bugging out. You know what I mean? Like with like treating him like an asshole because you know, like with the whole food truck thing that he kept bringing up, and
That was
like,
sweet. I just
yeah,
wish I felt
like,
more for it.
Right.
I didn't care.
But I want you to know that was to serve that moment. But it was just weird.
Right.
Also, but I do agree with one, I guess, aspect of it, which is just like all of a sudden she's just not even. They don't even show a picture like her body or anything. Like you don't see not even a frame.
There's
of
no
her.
closure on
Like,
Gita at all.
Because
even though
she's dead.
Yes, because I know she like that's not the point that she's dead. We know she's dead, but it's like the whole reason for her going in there was so that she can, you know, again,
Gita.
obviously try to get her. Exactly. Her whole reason for going in there was that.
And they did get her.
It's like, okay, I know that. I'm saying they got her, and then she died, and then it's like, okay, yes, I understand. Grief for your father. Okay, got it. You guys reconnected. Cool, got it. Love it. Then it's just like you don't see Gita anywhere. Like I know she's dead, but you don't see her body anywhere. Like the camera just not like.
But you don't see her grieving over.
Yeah, like you don't see anything. Like you just like
Gita disappears as
forgot.
Fam,
like,
when that helicopter fight happened, I don't even remember seeing Gita.
She's the real inside person. Confirmed.
She time traveled right
She's
before
the
the
new
helicopter.
alpha. But I'm sorry. One of you call me when you shoot your father in the dome piece then.
Oh
and
God,
would you care about Gita then? I wouldn't give a fuck about no Gita.
Shouldn't have, but I guess what pissed me off is that she shouldn't have given a fuck way before that. Like,
exactly.
Shit was going bad.
Yeah.
And
on top of that,
nobody knew. Nobody knew what was behind those walls besides what was her name? Lily? Coyote, right? They were calling her Coyote.
The French Irish girl.
That's fair because he left already, right? Like she left already before shit hit the fan in the vault area.
Yeah.
I feel like if she stayed and saw that, she probably wouldn't have left.
That's what I'm saying. Like she was there already. She was like, fuck, this is fucked.
But why not just be like, take everybody with you instead of going by yourself?
Blame the loop.
I understand that part. I understand that part.
She goes by herself with a pistol. And it's like, and a zombie's like right on top of the car, and then it looks right into the window. It's just like, all right, I'm out. Like I was just like, okay, I get it. Just get to the place, get Gita.
I mean, dude, that's a common trope in horror movies and like films like that.
I know. I don't. There's another reason why I just don't like zombies.
Yeah,
I don't mind horror movies.
And it's interesting. And I honestly, I'm a hypocrite. So whatever.
Why?
Because all right, I enjoy
because he's on crutches.
Me and Mark. Wow.
Oh.
And you also have a bandana on your crutch.
Yeah.
It's black though.
It is black.
It's black though.
Brian knows the vibes. But the thing is that
vibes.
But the thing is that I believe I'm a hypocrite because I enjoy The Last of Us, which is about an outbreak that decimates humanity. But what is it about The Last of Us, Mark, that is so compelling and drives you in regardless of a time loop or not?
Just the relationship, the relationship with the characters. It's what I said in the beginning. I know zombie movies, for me,
that's their saving grace.
Are only going to be as good as the characters.
Exactly.
Zombieland, Last of Us, I love the characters in Zombieland. I love the characters in The Last of Us 1 and 2. And that's what makes it so enticing for me, where
Exactly.
I care.
Exactly.
I want every death that I see, or at least most of them, not every death, but like at least
to
the
be
big ones,
impactful.
to be like, oh shit, like what the fuck? I want to be on the edge of my
Bro, it's a loop.
No, I get it.
No, but
that's
so
100. That's 100%.
I'll say this though. I looked at my notes and I remembered this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy the relationship that we kind of started to see a little bit of the safecracker and the guy who is
Vanderbilt?
the time traveler.
Vanderho, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I like that. I like their relationship.
I forgot his name.
Dieter?
Dieter, yeah.
And
Dieter, yeah.
The Spanish guy too. Like when they were all in the vault together, Guzman.
Yeah.
Like when they were all in the vault together, that was kind of cool. I was enjoying those scenes a little bit because it was like them. You see them just being okay.
There's like a bromance. There's like there's just like fucking up the zombies.
Yeah, like I was like okay, like I kind of started. I appreciated them a little bit more. So I guess because those are the two characters that you were mentioning. So maybe there is some merit there to the time traveler.
Right.
Theory.
Maybe all the other ones were indisposable. It's just like you shouldn't care about them because I don't give a fuck about them. Like,
well, then that's the thing. I feel if you're introducing a character, is because you should care because they're part of the team.
That's not true, right?
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, I thought to me this was one of Bautista's best performances as an actor. And it's fair to say that because this is the only one where he's really a main cast member. Like, obviously, Guardians, and like you sort of feel for him in the first one, obviously, because he has talks about his family, but they mostly make him the comedic relief. It's not to say he does a bad job at it. Like, I still obviously enjoy Drax. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't really get, and I mean you do see, and I'm being a hypocrite here now. You do see his range because he can be a Drax and still be Scott, who he was in this film. So he has a lot of range. In the Bond film, what was it?
Inspector. He was Inspector.
Right.
My guy didn't talk at all.
So
just
can't really
fucking main. Yeah.
Can't really
he's
like
just,
say anything about the acting there. He's just the
Who?
dude. Batista. He was in Spectre.
He was in Spectre?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler.
Oh, did you guys see? I was looking at my notes again. Sean Spicer.
Huh?
Oh my god!
What?
Yo, my guy Sean Spicer was the freaking like talk show host.
Yeah, he was on TV. He was like
Oh
talking.
my
He was
God.
like, if you see his face, you'll remember.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He used to be. He was the former White House press
Yeah,
secretary for Donald
Right.
Trump. Yeah,
Like
I was
2
just
weeks,
like,
and then
huh? Yeah, but I just
that was just funny for me. I was just like, okay, whatever.
I peeped that when I saw him. I'm like, I know
was
that's
like-
not who I
why
think it
not?
is.
Yeah, I was like, no shot they got Sean Spicer for this movie. No way.
I got getting royalties now.
I know.
But
But yeah.
right, so what is y'all ratings? Remember for movies we do 1 out of 10.
Numbers?
Yeah, numbers.
Okay,
Yeah.
numbers.
Who wants to go first?
I don't know because I don't want to.
All right, we'll save you for last.
Yeah, I don't.
Brian,
I
go.
don't know, yeah.
You want to go first?
10 out of 10.
No.
Confirmed.
Okay, I'll go first. 5 out of 10.
Yo, he goes, you want to go first? You want to go? Bet me 5 out of 10. He like already knew. You should have just went first.
I didn't laugh after he says it.
It
5
wasn't
out of
fun.
10.
Yeah, so I'm giving mine a 7.5. I enjoyed it. I thought the action was great. I thought like you guys did open my eyes up to some of the plot holes that I wish were just filled up, and rather than it be explained in the sequel, you just like it could be further elaborated in the sequel. The sequel. I feel like none of us can speak today. In the sequel, but right, like you're saying, we're taking everything at face value, and I just wish we got more of Tanaka, more of what the government was doing. Like I wish we got more, like not more scenes of the government, but just more of them figuring out what the government really wants here,
Yeah,
what their intentions are, and what they really are. Like, what the fuck? Like, if one of them had a real like moment of like, even though Vanderholt did have that moment, was like maybe this is a time loop, maybe something that truly hints at it. Like
Yeah.
he's sort of like let's say at that last scene, right, where he's in the mirror and he's looking at this and he's just like, wait a minute, like this has happened before. Like I've been here.
Yeah.
I've done this.
Like
Right.
I was actually looking for that moment of deja vu of like, wait, no. Where like a split decision happens differently.
Right. So-
Where
so maybe
instead of you know what I
of,
mean? Like
maybe instead of the on the nose stuff that took place, instead of it being on the nose, it was more subtle, like
not more subtle, but
more
like,
telling. That it's
further
confirmed.
exactly further elaborated through the actions of the characters, because that allows them to also get character
Right.
development,
rather,
which I feel
rather than dialogue, rather than just being like,
exactly.
oh,
It's
there's
just like
blueprints that were here like from before, and it's just like, oh, okay, so maybe it's
imagine if Omari's character was just like, yo, hold on. Again, but blame it on the loop, whatever. It's just all these things where
you
it's
know what
just,
it is. They were wearing all the same stuff, so I would have been like, hold
yeah.
up, how is this key here? And then you look at her character and you're like, it's the same key.
Yeah.
And so then they start kind of being like, huh. Like they start putting shit together. Like how the fuck is this
Yeah.
possible?
Exactly. That would have been cool.
Tig's character with the chains. Like, you saw one of
Exactly.
the-
Yeah.
First of all, she was great. Like she was
She was
added in.
great.
She was added in after the fact.
Yeah.
Like for what's his name, Chris D'Elia's character. That
Yeah.
was supposed to
Chris
be
D'Elia got completely erased. I understand the whole reasoning behind it and stuff. It's just her character. I didn't really have an issue with. She had a aliens moment at the end with the helicopter where you thought she dipped and then she came back. Like I get it. Okay, cool. It's just I really wanted to like give a fuck about everything that happened in especially in the climax, especially
You
with
talking about Tom Cruise?
She
I
said
didn't
that I'm
mind
Tom
it.
Cruise. Remember that Bobby Shmurda song?
Oh.
But
You tell
yeah,
me she
man,
don't look like Tom Cruise, bro.
with glasses on, sure, yeah.
No,
But
or maybe a mix of Tom Cruise and like Ellen. Like if Tom Cruise and Ellen had a baby and grew up like to be, however old Tig is right now, like yeah, but not like
But,
strictly Tom Cruise.
That was supposed to be Chris D'Elia.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia was supposed to be the pilot.
And then shit happened, and
He got
but
canceled.
Isn't his
But didn't
podcast
it
still
get
going
canceled
like really
so
well?
long ago?
No, he took an 8-month break from his pod because the allegations came out, and then I guess they're under investigation or whatever, and like lawyers are involved and shit, and he just came back out.
But like
his podcast is still popping out here. So
my source, Eunice, dude, trust me,
yeah.
told me
Yeah.
last week that like he was still like posting like regularly, like he's still like chilling.
No, yeah, he just came back after like 8 months though.
8-month
Yeah, he took a break. Like
I'm about to
he
comment
stayed
on
away
that
from
shit,
the
like, yo,
spotlight.
we ain't forget, stupid. We here. Nah,
We don't even know the whole story.
I could care less.
Yeah, but
Not that I could
it's
care
just
less. Just it's none of my business.
I can appreciate what the film was trying to do. I love this is why I'm so conflicted with the film. I love Zack so much. It's just I couldn't find it in me to really like it that much.
Do you think if the actors, in your opinion, obviously, did a better job with this? Like, so what do you think didn't fit better, the script or the action, like the actors?
The all right. I'm not gonna fault the actors to it that much because they had to read a script.
Mhm.
So I would rather blame the script because again, the assortment of people involved wasn't a terrible group of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like especially Guzman's character, especially Omari's character, the Dieter, great. I love the mix of people involved in it. It's just I didn't.
And just time out real quick, just
What's up?
going into like the real world. Omari actually said that he really appreciated that, like that Zack was casting, just such a whole different dynamic. You have a black guy,
Yeah,
you have Hispanics,
exactly.
you have the whites, you
Yeah.
have an Indian shawty. Like it was just a
Yeah.
nice mix. Like it was just,
Yeah.
and that's good for like the industry as a whole. Like just
Yeah, of
seeing
course.
all these
Absolutely.
different- So like
Yeah.
I just brought that up just to be like it like you're saying right now. It's like wow, this cast was really like a diverse cast.
That's what I'm
nice to
saying.
see.
It's refreshing to see, a heist film that doesn't have the pretty cliche tropes
and,
of it.
And the
What's
actor
up?
who played Dieter also said that it was nice, for him to play a goofy, German guy. Like typically
Right.
in films and shows, they're seen as very stern and very like, hey, like
Yeah.
Serious,
military
yeah.
militia,
By the
like
book.
exactly,
Or a Nazi.
or a
Yeah.
Or a
Nazi.
Nazi sciencey saints.
Right,
Yeah.
or scientists,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So
Absolutely.
it was. He said it was real fun to just play the goofball and just be funny
Yeah.
and
He was like, I had a lot of fun with his character. I loved
Yeah.
his timing was great. Is again, I just wish that it was just better executed. I just wanted better. And to be honest, every time it cut to Zeus, no me importa.
Wait, did you give the rating? There?
No, I'm just going over like what I liked.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find my common ground with the rating. I just honestly wish I liked it more.
Would you give it another chance?
No,
Damn, cold blooded.
like I'm
So
good,
what's your
bro.
rating?
I see. I don't want to give this one of those really low ratings while I don't want to see it again, I also appreciate what was attempted to be done. Like I like Zack, I like him, I love him, but I guess a 4 or 5. I'll go with a 5 then.
So it's your least rated Zack film?
No,
That I've seen, yes, for me.
that I've seen, I think it's tied between his animated film Dawn of the Dead and this.
Oh, because I thought you said you liked Dawn of the Dead.
It was good. It was better than the original. That's for sure. It was cool, yeah. But again,
Well, you said you've been a fan since Dawn of the Dead, so that must have been the movie that made you a fan of them.
yeah, because he did 300, how many years later? 2 years later, and I was interested in his style. Dawn of the Dead has a really unique touch to it that I fucked with heavily. It was very, the look of it was very grimy. It was very grainy. You see, like
It was something different.
It was something different, especially
it's
for
the
that
complete
time.
opposite of like this one.
Exactly. This is the complete opposite of that. But I love you, Zach. Pero 5 out of 10 for me.
It's all good, bro. That's why we're here. That's why, and that's why I feel like the engagement was so nice, because this is the first time in a while where like it was 2v2, and it was kind of just like,
yo,
like,
me
I
and
love
Mark,
that
I'm
shit.
surprised, bro. That's how you know the movie was weird, bro.
I knew Mark
because
wasn't gonna like it. I knew Mark wasn't gonna like it from the second he told me he doesn't like zombie movies. I'm like, he's not gonna like this.
no, but I'm not. The only zombie IP that I'm completely invested in, it used to be Walking Dead. I used to like that, but then they
dragged
that story
it, right?
bro. Come on, pero The Last of Us is just that has me, bro. Like
has me too.
If every zombie film took notes from that, we'd be in a whole different game, bro.
That reminds me, because someone when I had posted about Aaron Taylor Johnson being Craven, someone had posted Pedro Pascal punching the air right now. I'm like, wait, Pedro, you mean the Mandalorian and the guy who's about to be in the Last of Us series on HBO? I think he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think any actors really punching the air right now.
I think he's fine.
He missed out on the Craven role.
Wow. Yo, he went up to Disney. He's like,
Damn.
guys, I got offered this really good opportunity at Sony. He's like, I can really like hit it off here with them with this whole Craven, and I don't know what they're doing with the MCU, but I'm just gonna skip this whole Mandalorian nonsense and go there.
Yeah, but
I'm sure he's chilling.
A couple more things.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Lion King moment where he took the baby out. We don't know if that baby's dead or not, really.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's one thing I was like.
Did they cry or did they?
Well, it did
yell
get
in
nuked.
excitement?
Well, I think. Well, I don't know. It was just a blue fucking baby.
That was also one. Sorry, one last thing I'll say before.
One more thing.
No, you chilling, bro.
I did appreciate that, because like the whole like alphas and the original, like I felt like that was for me, because I don't watch a lot of zombie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I have watched, I usually don't like unless it's like Zombieland or Last of Us, whatever. And so that was like a nice kind of thing. I'm not used to that. I don't know if that's a thing that's in other zombie movies, but like it was like, oh, like there's like a hierarchy to this shit. That's pretty interesting. And like they're sacrificing a dude to like, grant them like passage,
Yeah.
even though it's like they still have to kill zombies, but like because there was like the other ones hibernating or whatever. But
Yeah.
I did find that kind of interesting. I was like, so I was kind of the opposite because I know he said that he didn't like whenever Ariel said that he doesn't like whenever they cut to him.
They showed to Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually kind of invested into it because I was like, I want to know what the fuck's going on here. Like,
Zach,
yeah, but the reason
I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, that's also why I checked out, because there was nothing really much elaborated on what's going on in Olympus and why it's so important what's going on up there.
Oh, and I thank you for reminding me of that. I had a couple of things here that I found on Twitter.
Where's
Wait,
Gita?
hold on.
Can somebody find Gita?
The couple that died in the couple that died in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was that the bride?
No, I don't think
Like
so.
the queen?
No, because she was wearing a completely different outfit.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw something here, like just a little bit of like the Greek mythology of it all. Like, so Zeus descended from Olympus, right, which was the hotel. Hades, who is Vanderho, or Vanderho, ascended from Tartarus, the worst. Omari's character. So I'm explaining it.
Oh, okay, right, sorry. I'm like, wait, what?
So Hades, right? This is the parallels that they're making here. Hades ascended from Tartarus, the worst part of Hades.
I'm familiar.
Right, which was nuked Las Vegas, aka Hades. So the Alpha and the Omega. So like kind of that full circle like trope.
All right.
Let me see what else I found. So I just found this one funny. So this is a whole movie. It's a time paradox, right? The team gets closer to the vault and each attempt than the previous one. And you saw those two lights in the sky at the beginning? Those are UFOs. And it's like the meme of the guy like explaining it to the girl.
Oh!
Sorry, I should have put that first. Because you guys why are you reading this? And also, the government has made robot zombies to spy on the actual zombies. That's another thing.
I peeped.
Cyborg zombies.
I love that scene because Dave's character was just like, yo, don't stop for anything. And immediately stops as soon as they start. Yeah. Yo, come on, bro. Come on.
But you know what was funny?
Blame it on the loop.
Blame it on the loop, exactly. And there was also... Wait, there was one thing I said here now that I'm actually invested in myself. You see, I go in this little like wormhole. The team gets closer each time, right? So we found them in the lobby, and then we found them in the elevator. And so this was their third attempt, and then they died again. So it's like they're gonna if we do get a sequel and it happens again, it'll be on their fourth attempt.
Yeah. All right.
So and then there was this symbolism thing. Don't know how much truth there is to it. Obviously, I just found it fascinating.
Oh, this is all mostly spec talk. Like, this is just people.
Well, the time loop stuff, no. But this, what I'm about to read, yes.
Okay.
Army of the Dead is a commentary on wealth inequality in America.
That's what I wanted to mention. Yeah, okay.
I like, even though obviously this isn't confirmed, the spec talk, I found it fascinating. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, because the rich and the poor go there and you end up dying anyway.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm not even gonna read it because it's just and that in and of itself is a time loop in the real world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, legit.
Like the rich keep getting richer, the poor keep getting poorer, and then the poor, like right, billionaire's like, hey, he shows up to you, right? He's like, hey, tranquilo, I got some money for you. All you gotta do is this, right? The game. This is all you gotta do. You just gotta rob the bank.
Yeah. And the house always wins.
Right. The house, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I appreciate that kind of symbolism or it pointing in that direction. So that is just the execution. I just wish it was as, because the film came off very fake deep to me at times.
So you wish it just came more polished.
Yeah, I just wish there was a bit more refining to it.
It wasn't fake deep. It was just deep. Like, oh shit. Like that shit hit.
Yeah, like I just, because you're not gonna sell me on the action. I'm sorry. Like I'm not here for all that, but I get it.
The
I
action.
understand why it's
I
important.
personally enjoy the action.
No, again,
No,
it
no,
was,
I know what you
enjoyable,
mean.
but it's not-
You're
it's
just
what
saying,
makes
right.
it,
You're just
though.
saying it's like I don't
Yeah.
want to just see Godzilla versus Kong.
I'm
Obviously,
here
this
exactly.
wasn't Godzilla versus Kong. Like this was.
Yeah,
a bit
it was.
more in depth.
But that's why I
this was
say
better.
I don't want to give it such a low rating because
Yeah.
I know Zach. I know what Zach can do, and I know that there are way worse movies than this.
Oh man,
But-
that movie was so bad.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Kong.
Wow.
Yeah, that was terrible.
God damn. Yo, Godzilla versus Pod. Godzilla versus
No,
Pod.
no.
Godzilla versus
No
Kong.
more. No mas.
I'm good on
no
that, bro.
mas.
Anything else?
Zach, I love you, and hopefully everything else
come
is
on the
good
pod.
that comes
So
out.
Brian
Yeah, come on the
didn't,
pod.
Yeah, Brian's
Brian
rating.
didn't give his. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I love the movie.
I don't know, man.
This is great.
I did like the movie. I think at face value, it's like a 7.5.
All right, so you and Junior are on the same wave.
Right.
Bro.
And then I guess like
I expected a higher rating from both of you. The way I just expected a higher rating. That's all.
Well, again, it's like if I'll go back and revisit it, especially if more. Let's say Zach comes out with a whole thing and he like starts breaking shit down. I'm gonna go. I know it's not necessary. It should just be told in the story.
Exactly.
that's what I'm
my-
saying.
but
At
my-
face value, I think it's 7.5 just because of like the little things here and there. But
Yes,
it's a pretty close 8 for me.
But here's my thing,
Alright.
right? Because we're just saying like, let's say the action didn't sell you, Ariel, right? Like same thing with Godzilla vs
No.
Kong, but there wasn't. No,
Yeah.
I know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
You're saying you can't just give me a good action film and the story be bad and me be like, oh yeah, that was a good movie. Like no, like imagine
yeah.
John Wick but with a bad script. People are gonna be like, or at least not people, but
Listen,
like critics are gonna be like,
Brian here. Brian here, I know wouldn't do the film if it had a bad script or anything intended with it. That's why John Wick works because John Wick
is the best.
is a
action
masterclass.
series, like,
Exactly.
thing.
It's a masterclass in action where
Wild.
literally the plot is driven by what he does with his hands.
Yes.
And we understand that. It's very easy to follow that. Again, I'm not a spoon-fed guy. I don't like to be spoon-fed information. But again, if the plot is executed well enough that I could click on it, because all those alliterations to symbolism and stuff, I was catching on to it. But it's just like, why is the story not reflecting this at all?
There's
Right.
a middle ground. Yeah.
No, I
Exactly.
understand. But here's my.
It's like the story was being told in the background, but not being acknowledged by.
Right.
by the main characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
And then Kate.
I completely understand. But my thing is like we wouldn't do we've been going on now for probably an hour and a half. We wouldn't do an hour and a half, 2-hour podcast on Godzilla versus Kong and the hidden meanings behind it. But
Of course not.
right. But that like regardless, whether of what you guys thought, whether of what we thought about the film, Zach made a film that does that regardless. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate
Yeah.
it, and guess what?
Exactly.
You're still gonna
Yeah.
be talking about it. People still
Yeah.
to this day talk about BVS.
Oh, here we
People
go.
that hate it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
There it is.
Chilling with villains
Dude,
bingo.
I love how it's like, Joe, we're still talking about BBS, but it's like Junior always is the one mentioning it.
Oh my God, bro.
Like no
Yeah,
one's
better.
talking
No,
about it.
it's not-
Junior just mentions
that's
it once.
not- that's
we
not
still
true.
talk about
That's
it.
not
Still
true.
talk about it.
The streets talk about it all the time, bro.
I know,
I
I'm
be
kidding,
going
I'm
on
kidding.
Twitter and someone will just put, "Wow, BVS was a really bad movie." It's like, "Wow, it's 2021, my guy. Like, move on." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're also wrong.
but I don't know. I like that. I like when, and that's the same thing with how I feel about Nolan. I like that I could watch a Nolan movie and be like, I didn't understand it. I gotta watch a YouTube video. Like, yo, I can't wait for my second. Yo, my second rewatch attendance is gonna be amazing. Yo, Kayla's dad put it on the other day. What the fuck? is
Pizza
that?
rolls, bro.
Hey, lit.
It's
Totino.
2004. Let's go.
Yo, say less. For the next what's it called that we do? Pizza
Super
rolls.
nice pizza rolls.
Pizza roll night.
Mark,
Junior's mom's gonna come with pizza rolls. I'm like, yeah.
she was like, "Yo, I got taquitos." I look at the freezer and just Totino rolls.
Yo, shh, come by.
I mean, but both are good. Both are good though.
Nah. Those shits are amazing.
You can't
Don't get
front.
me
Yeah,
wrong.
those shits are really good.
great.
Oh yeah,
Um,
they are. Yeah.
They're both great, so you can't really go wrong either way.
But But Kayla's dad was gonna put on Tenet the other day, and like we got to
Yeah.
the intro, I was like, oh yeah, and then like
Fam, from opening shot, you're like, yo,
Oh,
hold
God.
on.
and then he goes, oh, matter of fact, you know what, Evie, like his wife, like Kayla's mom, she's like, oh, she's gonna want to watch it with me, so let's pick another movie. I was like, oh, okay, and I was so disappointed. I
Blue
was
balls,
so disappointed.
Also, when you do that, tell them to put the subtitles on because clearly the sound mixing still hasn't caught up.
I still
I-
to this
I-
day don't know what anybody was talking about with that. I
I'm
was completely fine listening.
No,
to
I'm
it.
saying just in case, because that seems to be a huge gripe with the film with a lot of people. Like
Yo.
Millen's sister watched it and she was like, yo, I didn't hear anything that they were saying.
What?
She on her
Yeah.
phone?
No, they were
She-
watching it on TV. So I guess get a soundbar, bro. I don't know.
No, was she on her phone?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
like
I
she
don't
was
know.
watching off her phone. I can't hear shit. It's like, yeah, it's
I
coming
don't
off,
know.
It's coming off
She
your
has, her
phone.
head, she has her headphones in. I don't know why I can't hear
No,
it.
you gotta tell
That's
me what a
Eunice.
good soundbar is.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
Oh,
damn,
yeah, I'll
everybody
talk
knows
to
this
you.
shit. But
I'll talk to you, bro.
yeah. If there's nothing else, guys, we have this next Friday. I don't know who's gonna be joining in. Unfortunately, I will not be here, but I will be here for the week after Wednesday for the low key season premiere. Back to doing reactions. It feels weird, right? It's just like
I know,
I know.
yeah, I know.
it's like luckily
Back to-
there has
back
been
to a
things to
show.
like talk about and stuff, but now
course,
we got a
yeah.
show coming up. So Loki time travel
Let's
confirmed. like,
go.
for this one. Like we know there's a time loop and shit going on here. Oh, excuse me.
Wow, blame it on the loop still.
Blame it on the loop regardless. Yo, like the fucking like Zeus just comes in Loki. It's just a crossover. But so we will be doing obviously our typical reaction review for that. So make sure to tune in. We'll do it weekly. And yeah,
Yep.
that's what's coming up. I know Mark obviously has his stream. Go check out his stream on Twitch. Brian's about to
Yes,
start
sir.
streaming soon. Brian will
And
probably
Jay Morse.
Marseille.
And Jay Morse.
And
was
Jay
like,
Marseille
I was like, who the fuck is that?
Blackout Brim.
and Blackout Brim.
Go check out Eunice's single page because he's in an open relationship.
No,
with us.
no.
My guy going
Unity.
solo, bro.
No.
Any reactions that I post will be on the Chillin' with Villains page because it's gonna be. I do not feel like making my own account for anything. It would just be on the Chillin' with Villains page. Just makes sense because it's about anime and pop culture and comic books and all that shit. So it'll definitely be
Bro.
on there.
If I can't make enough, my bad.
Who
It's
was
just mad hot.
If I can't pick enough,
It's mad hot. When's Loki next Friday?
No,
Wednesday.
not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday.
the Wednesday
after.
after.
Yeah. Because it was
So
last
2
week
weeks
of
from
May
now.
coming up.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about it, but I think I'm gonna do the YouTube live stream. React.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah. And we could talk about see if we could do it together.
Yeah.
Oh, like get
It'll
on the
be-
stream together?
I don't know. We could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us reacting.
Production meeting right now. Let's go.
Right. And it's like that shit's just so laggy. Like we have to figure. First of all, we need to figure out the studio lives, and
Yeah.
then we'll figure out the rest. Because and Ariel, I said it last week when like the fucking mixer was giving us an issue. I was like, wow, I miss Ariel right now because
Fam, I miss y'all, man. I'm just glad to finally get to kick it with y'all again, man. This was fun.
It was. We had a great conversation, like we always do. Nothing different. And so yeah, we'll be doing low key. Hopefully get Clay on soon. And yeah, make sure to stay tuned. Come through and chill. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.